Tonight, some Macon business leaders say homelessness is hurting the downtown area, impacting customers. They want more action. Meanwhile, Macon-Bibb County leaders are explaining their outreach approach and their efforts to combat the problem. Olivia Dunn breaks down the county's approach and what some local businessmen say they're still seeing.
Wowda has been the manager of JJ's on Spring Street since it opened about 4 years ago. He says homelessness has been a persistent problem.
This area is pretty known for having homeless people. Like even on the reviews online for our store, you'll see like 2 or 3 reviews about the homeless population here.
Across from JJ's on Spring Street sits this structure. About a mile away on Walnut Street, this small camp. Wowda says these aren't uncommon sights near his restaurant or near the downtown area.
It makes the whole area look dirty. Like not only our business, but like every business in the area just makes the whole area look unclean.
It's the price of doing business down here.
Jeremy Kaiser works at Total Engineers near the site of Mercer's future medical school, where crews cleared a homeless encampment in August. He says he's experienced issues too, and says he's called the sheriff's office in the past for safety concerns.
A guy that owns a business should be able to run his business without homeless people scaring off all their customers.
Both Kaiser and Wowda agree the city could do more.
I honestly don't think code enforcement is doing like a good enough job. Like I see 4 or 5 code enforcement officers a day just like come by and see all the trash back there, and they just won't do anything about it.
Jake Hall works with the county to provide outreach to the homeless. He says outreach is the first step. Then code enforcement gets involved if an encampment poses a threat to public health or safety.
Yeah, it is a complex issue that requires a lot of different hands all across the housing spectrum for it to work properly.
He says his team is aware of these groups near the downtown area. The goal is to get them to more stable housing. They do weekly outreach to get people on the streets to services like the Brookdale Resource Center or Salvation Army. However, he says people must also accept that help.
So if someone tells you no, the best that you can do is to build that connection to them, to keep them from dying on your streets, but to make sure that they have the pathway and access that they need to get to care.
We also reached out to a spokesperson for Mercer who told us right now they aren't concerned about this issue affecting their future medical school. Reporting in Macon, Olivia Dunn, 13 WMAZ News.
A county spokesperson told Olivia the outreach strategy is how Macon-Bibb plans to keep tackling the homeless problem.